Hi, this is Ashley. Of course it is. Today's Friday, July 22nd. I want to give an update. Man, I'm going to tell you, it's amazing what a little bit of food will do for you. I always been able to go longer without eating than most people. It used to drive Sydney crazy. And now, when I was younger, I didn't think anything much of it. And plus, when I was younger, my body was like my own experimental lab, shall we say. But anyway, it used to make me crazy. But I pay attention to it now because of the fibromyalgia and some of the other. I was a rough and tumble kid, and I had some injuries when I was younger, more like rip pulled muscles. The only thing I ever broke was my nose and finger. But I don't know how I did it, man. I dragged my ass down to Chase Brexton. I found out, well, I know they give out $50 gift cards for food. And last time I tried it, it's like you get it once every 6 months. Last time I tried to get one, they didn't have any. And so I was trying to get through to that office, and my therapist is just great. She was trying also, so she got through to somebody, and they had cards, yay, and they started a food pantry down there that you can go to the food pantry anytime. So I went down there, and I'm checking in. I give my birth, and I'm like 9, and she checks me out, and I sit down, and this one young guy, they say Alex, and my last name's Alexander, and they call him, and as he's walking down the hall, the guy who was with him was like, he's also a 9, September 9th. And I'm like, and his name is Alex. So what Alexander, Alex. Anyway, so the girl was the case manager worker was really nice. She was really good. She was very helpful. So I got the $50 gift card, and everybody wants proof of employment. Well, I had no employment. How do you prove that? So I had to sign a paper, and then we went to the food pantry, and I got to get some good stuff, some peanut butter, and they had a canned fruit. I like fruit. My diet, no matter what I've ever done, has always actually been pretty good, and I cut out all chemicals and preservatives years ago. And man, I mean, it was like, it reduced the pain from, well, the fibromyalgia and my other ailments, sciatica, the back, by like 60%. It's amazing. 40 to 60%, depending on what the condition was. Anyway, and then some guy come in, he had one last box. It was like the box the government gives out, and they said, here, have it. And so she carried one box down, I carried another, and then my butt went right to the Safeway, and man, I was eating from the time I got home. I was so hungry. I've never been that hungry before. I said, I can usually go a lot longer than most other people, but I was so weak. I mean, I feel like I'm recovering from it. Man, I was very grateful. I really is very grateful. Chase Brexton is just such a good organization. I was working there early, working on the breast and cervical cancer program that they launched, did outreach and research, and we're presenters, and we did some good work. I'm proud of it, and I love the organization. I would love to work there, but you gotta like not be using their services for 6 months. Well, that's kind of silly, because why wouldn't you want your staff to say use the dot? Well, anyway, that's the rule. So that was that. I mean, I know I've got to look better, but I was going to go down to Fells Point and look for an old employer of mine who also had rentals and all. See if she needed any help. but you probably don't. I still want to get down there, but you know, I worry about my car because it could break down. So every time I take it out, oh, that's the concern, because I don't have the money. I got, what this mechanic did to me at the beginning of the year, it's just one thing after another, man. And then I also am limited on gas. I had no cash. So I got, you know, I took a shower. Took a shower and actually went and did things. And I was thinking I might go to Fells Point. But then I was like, because there's been issues. Well, crime, it's Baltimore. It doesn't matter what time of day or night you go down there. And I was going to go try to find Susan, maybe 6 weeks ago. Then I was like, it's just so much crime, man. And I supported that city for so long until I got held up in front of the old house on Glenmore Road, right across from Leith Walk Elementary. Gun between my eyes. Guy's like 6'2". I'm 5'1" on a good day. Maybe then I was. You don't need a gun to take something away from me. He went to grab my bag, and I blocked it. You know, like taking martial arts. I was a fighter over the years. I can box. Anyway, I blocked his hand when he went to reach for what he thought was a purse. In the meantime, Sydney had gone into the house for some on my phone, and of course, Isis, being a herder, went to follow Sydney in hopes of a treat. Where if it was one of my Dobermans, they'd have been right at that. They'd have been through that door anyway. When I blocked his arm for him reaching for the bag, I hear this and I look up, and he had like a gun between my eyes, and I'm doing a triple take. Thank God I'm not prone to hysterics. And I'm thinking, if it's not a real gun, I'm going out fighting. And I made sure I shut the Jeep. I was getting something out of that bag out of the Jeep. And I shut it when I seen him approaching me. And my mirror was like right here. I didn't want to be stuck. So I figured, after he said, and I realized it was a real gun, I'm like, think quick, Ashley. I'm thinking, I'm going to try to dive under the back of my neighbor's car because I have a better chance of living if I get shot from the ass down as opposed to the head to the butt. And it was a little 22. The problem with the little bullets is when they go in the body, they ricochet. They'll tear you up. You have a better chance of surviving with a 38, 45, anything other than those tiny bullets. But that's why some people like them. Anyway, as he went for the bag again, I like lifted my arm in a way where I could be turning to clear the mirror. And as he was looking at the bag, trying to lift it, I tried to dive under the neighbor's car. And I ended up between both of our cars on the ground. And most people would take whatever it was they were stealing the bag and run. No, not him. He's got his gun. He comes, he steps over me, and he's got the gun trained on me while I'm laying on the ground in the fetal position, begging for my life, trying to, cover myself. I wasn't screaming, but I was projecting. Sydney heard just like something muffled. She thought maybe I shut my finger in the door or something. And as she was approaching the front door, she saw me laying in the street and some guy, a tall guy standing over me. She come busting out the door, and that startled him out of what he was about to kill me. Yeah, he was. Startled and out of it, and he went to take off. She's gonna go run after him. Like, no, don't sit. He's got a gun. He's like looking back and pointing the gun, and that wasn't bad enough. So the police come. They take me to the precinct, and I'm being interrogated. I'm like, why am I being interrogated? Shouldn't you be out there looking for this guy? Well, we got to make sure you're not making it up. Like, do I look like I'm making this up? So that wasn't bad enough. The guy decides to stalk me. And I took them like the next day or two. So here I'm going in and out of my house with my 38. When I'm just about home, because Sydney was working out of the house at that time, I will call her. She'd be standing at the door with her 38 or a 357 Magnum. And we had the contract on this place a week later. And we were supposed to settle like Halloween, but it got delayed. Oh, it was horrible. I was home alone at Halloween, freak out of my mind, people knocking on the door. I just was held up. And I'm not usually a nightmare person, but I was having nightmares about like home invasions, and I go to like shoot my gun to defend myself and it doesn't fire. It just horrible, horrible nightmares. But I actually got rid of them pretty quick with the help of my psychic massage therapist and lucid dreaming. Anyway, that's that little story. That's how we moved here. So yeah, on the 28th, there's an auction. Oh, God, I have an appointment with my therapist after I'm done this video, and God, I just can't believe the difference in how I feel. Truly. And I did notice a donation or two. I really appreciate it. I'm getting ready to get on there and thank you in a little bit. Man, I can't believe how bad I felt. So after my thing with the car. So I did not go to Fells Point. So I went to the Safeway, and geez, I was maybe about a mile from the Safeway or two when my gas light went on. I knew I had enough to get there and home. It was still kind of white knuckle in it. So now I'm here at the house, and if I leave here in the car, I've got to go straight to the gas station. I just can't stand this. Oh, I do have a telephone interview Monday. They say I rewrote my resume, and then I did a sales, customer service resume, and cover letter. People always like, oh, you're overqualified, addressing that whole issue about being overqualified. There's something else, I can't remember. If you have a friend, you might need some company temporarily living with them, or they said, I'll convert your shed into a off-grid she shed or he shed, whatever. Because I have no idea where I'm going. I do need it, again, it's gonna probably for 3 months, $5,000. So if I have to stay extended stay, when I'm done with my therapist a little bit later today, I can't ride up there. That's the problem. I was gonna ride up there and talk to somebody in person. How's it work with people whose credit is shot? I'm sure I'm not the only one. Hey, if anybody has like a pickup truck, a full-size pickup truck, like a Ford F-150 or a Silverado, or maybe even the bigger Toyota pickup, I want one of them, the crew cab and a cap, or like a Ford or Chevy work van, 1996 to 2006. The work van would be great if it had like the cage in there. The pickup truck, I thought about this for a while, how I would work that. They either have to be 4x4 or all-wheel drive. I've done some research on the vehicles. I've been thinking about this mobile tiny home for a long time. Or if someone has like a enclosed trailer, yeah, because I want whatever rig that I have, basically. White would be the ideal color, but I want it to be kind of stealth-like. A trailer I could pull, I can tow up to 5,000 pounds with my Jeep that needs work and has no gas. I could use a trailer, I just have to find a place to park it, and I've already thought about that too. I'll be begging some of you, can I park my trailer? Anyway, you want to trade vehicles? Say you have a truck and you are tired of driving it. My Jeep is, and I know a lot of people don't like the Jeep Liberty, but her name is Heidi, and she's been very good to me. She's got under 125,000 miles, which means she's good for probably another 200,000. One owner, me, I have all the, I always had it summarized, winterized, did the maintenance as I should. I have a CDL license for 30 years, so I know how to take care of a vehicle pretty well. Plus, I've never had any accidents that were my fault. People have run into me. Yeah. I will trade, because you just might be tired climbing up into that big old truck. Or, you know, there's other kinds of vans or things that I would consider. I know what my vehicle needs or doesn't need, and it's quirks. So, I also have all the mileage from the beginning. So, yeah, I need to get that mobile tiny home. I have no idea where I'm going. I mean, if I had a trailer, at least I could probably start putting stuff in there. I need help with that. It's just like everything is so much the worst case scenario. God. And then I think, okay, so if I had the trailer and a tiny mobile home, removable tiny home, yeah, there's no place free to go. So what good is being free when there's no place free you can go? I think we're just free labor for the 2%. But anyway, I appreciate your donations. I'm probably going to do, well, I am going to do an update maybe later. Thank you again. Please keep sharing. I just, you know, or if somebody has a child that maybe has behavioral problems, or they're paying a lot in daycare, you know, we could do an exchange for rent, or tasks that can help you restore your house. Anyway, thanks again, and I'll be back with another update. Stay hydrated. Thanks.